I can stay with the light, I know I'll be free. And I can start to be whole, I can start to be me. But instead I am struggling with all that I see. And these friends mustn't see the midnight in me. The midnight in me. They mustn't see the midnight in me.
Have you ever had something you felt that was bad about you that you didn't want to share with your friends? Maybe bad isn't exactly the right word. Maybe it's more like something that fills you with shame, or something you're just afraid that others will judge you for. Believe me, I know the feeling. It's hard to open up parts of ourselves that might hurt or worry the people we care about. At the same time, keeping those thoughts to ourselves doesn't really make things any easier. So how do you deal with the struggle? Well, let's take a look at the scene from Equestria Girl's Legend of Everfree, where Sunset tries to help Twilight confront her fear of her inner demon, Midnight Sparkle. In the scene, Twilight and Spike try to sneak out of Camp Everfree, but Sunset notices them and follows them. When Sunset caught up, she tries to talk Twilight out of leaving, but the conversation wasn't really going anywhere without her knowing why she wanted to leave in the first place. But it all made sense after she looked into Twilight's mind and realized that the reason she wanted to leave was because she was afraid that Midnight Sparkle, Twilight's inner demon, was causing all the problems at camp for her friends. Even though Sunset finally saw what Twilight was going through, it wasn't enough to convince Twilight to stay at the campsite. She still felt that her presence would cause more problems for her friends. Who knows what could happen if Midnight Sparkle came out again like she did at the friendship games? Who knows if Twilight's friends will be harmed? Who knows if Twilight will be able to contain herself with all these intrusive thoughts? But maybe she doesn't have to.
Magic turned you into something beautiful. The last time I tried to use it, it turned me into a monster. I'm just so afraid it's gonna happen again.
Yes, last time I turned into something amazing, but I've let magic turn me into a monster too. So if anyone understands what you're going through, it's me. I can help you, Twilight, and the rest of our friends can be there for you too, but not if you run away.
As you can see, once Sunset not only understood, but truly empathized with Twilight, everything changed. Twilight no longer felt isolated in her struggle. If you remember from the first Equestria Girls movie, Sunset let her inner demon come out as she became more powerful. But thanks to the power of friendship, forgiveness, and acceptance from her newfound friends at the time, she was able to get past all of that. And as she reminded Twilight the last time she used magic, she transformed into Daydream Shimmer, the very form that helped save everyone, including Twilight, from Midnight Sparkle at the friendship games. Hearing Sunset tell her all that gave Twilight just a little bit more hope that someday, perhaps someday, she'll have the courage to overcome Midnight Sparkle's control. And that brings us to the bigger message here. When our inner demons feel overwhelming, when we feel ashamed, scared, or worried about what they could lead us to do, we often hide them. But our true friends won't judge us. They care about us. And because they care, they'll do whatever they can to help us face those demons. We just need to have the courage to tell our friends about them. Take it from me. I used to hide so much about my inner demons from my family and friends. I won't go into too much detail about it here because I only feel comfortable sharing so much here on YouTube. But the more I kept those demons to myself, the more they had control over me, telling me awful things about the person I am and the people who made me who I am. Eventually, those twisted thoughts they kept feeding me pushed me toward thinking about harming myself and the people close to me. But things didn't stay that way, because when I finally opened up, when I finally told my family and friends about my inner demons, the demons started to lose their power. The more I talked about them, the quieter they got. And my friends and family didn't judge me. They helped me. They helped me climb out of that dark place I was in, They taught me how to talk back to those demons until they faded away. And it worked. And best of all, it helped give me a peace of mind that I hadn't felt in a long time. So the next time you feel ashamed or afraid of your inner demons, reach out. Talk to a friend, a family member, or a therapist, whoever you feel safe with. With support, effort, and patience, you can win this battle. I believe in you. You got this. Thanks for watching, and as always, we are eternal for life.